Hello, I'm Chris Cook, the Business Development Manager for Ranges, Convection, and Heated Holding. Today I'd like to talk to you about our Endurance range. This is our Restaurant Series range and a part of our medium duty line. When you look at Endurance ranges, the first thing I'd like to point out is the MIG welded frame design. With a MIG welded frame design, you have a more stable unit because you don't have nuts and bolts to worry about coming loose during the rigors of kitchen use. When you think about what goes on in the kitchen, range doors are pretty heavy, so you notice those doors are open continuously during the course of the day, hundreds of times a day in fact. And when these doors are closed, they're not closed gently. They're normally closed with a little bit more emphasis. That emphasis will cause ranges that are put together with nuts and bolts to start working themselves loose. That's one thing that you don't have to worry about with our Endurance ranges. The next thing I'd like to point out to you is our aeration bowl design. With the aeration bowl design, you'll notice that the aeration bowl is designed to encapsulate the burner on the unit. By having the aeration bowl encapsulate the burner on the unit, it allows the energy from the burner to be more focused on the bottom of your pots and pans and not be disrupted by the airflow that's drawn to our heated area. The other thing about the aeration bowl design on our units is when you go to our rear unit, you will notice that in addition to the aeration bowl design, we actually have an extended rear unit. With the rear grate being extended an additional 2 inches, that allows you more room for stock pots to be cooking on the rear, and you have adequate space in the front to use your saucepans and pots on the front. That doesn't impinge on the cooking operations that's going on in the front of your range while your stock pots are cooking in the back. The last thing I'd like to point out to you is our Flash 2 pilot assembly. With the Flash 2 pilot assembly, you will notice that you have a single pilot that will ignite 2 burners on your Endurance range. The Flash 2 pilot assembly is really a nice feature for you to have because when you think about the cost of a single pilot being lit 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, that cost comes out to about $125 per pilot. On a 6-burner unit, that would be $750 that you're talking about spending annually just from your pilots being lit. Having that Flash 2 pilot assembly, that $750, you're actually cutting that cost in half because now you only need 1 pilot for every 2 burners that you have on your range. That's a really nice savings, and when you think about the costs that restaurateurs deal with every day, they can appreciate the benefit of saving that $325 on a 6-burner unit. So to summarize, we've talked today about the welded frame design that you have on a unit that maintains the long-term stability of your unit. We've also talked about the aeration bowl design and how that will save you money by focusing the energy that you're using on your range to the bottom of your pots and pans and not having it wasted to the environment. And finally, we talked about the Flash 2 pilot assembly. By having the Flash 2 pilot assembly, you will have a single pilot that operates 2 burners. And as an example, on a 6-burner unit, you're going to be saving about $350 a year because you're minimizing the actual gas that you're burning over the life of your unit. If you have any questions about anything we've talked about today, please feel free to reach out to Vulcan. And again, my name is Chris Cook, and thank you for your time.